Hello everyone, my name is Tate Thompson and I'm the Executive Director of Twinspire. Together we inspire.
Hello, my name is Ashley Lipscomb. I am super excited to partner with Twinspire on the Create Freedom Fellowship Program.
We're a nonprofit organization based out of Los Angeles, and we provide financial literacy and empowerment, social justice, and advocacy training for young people who have experience in the foster care system or who have experience with homelessness. And so we created this 10-week-long fellowship for young people to be able to get to know each other, but yet also understand activism hands-on. And so this is a virtual program that we have. It's called Create Freedom. Check out this program and this fellowship in this commercial. Thank you.
It's so interesting to me, like when people make those jokes like, oh, I'm gonna go to Canada, or I'm like, and then what? Contribute to whose oppression? Right? There's this idea that oppression ends at the US border. And I never understand why people are so vested in maintaining that lie and that myth. But then I never understand why people are so vested in maintaining the lie and myth of US excellence or benevolence or even neutrality, right? Because again, this is blood-soaked land and these empires are blood-soaked, right? And this is not a past responsibility that they have. It's an ongoing genocide that they're participating in, ongoing oppression.
How do you feel about Black on Black crime?
Let me offer this first. I want to challenge you to not use that term Black on Black crime. And the reason is we're the only group of people that it's used towards, but we have the same degree of intra-group violence and intra-group crime as everybody else. So white people mostly harm white people. Asian people mostly harm Asian people. Right. So we want to stop using that term because it's another way in which they try to make us the problem.
How would you suggest orchestrating town halls to where we are speaking with the community members of Black and brown people to ask, what do you need?
It's an easy answer, ask. But now that the world is opening back up, people want to hear from you. There's no substitute for personal interaction. Going door to door in your neighborhood, being present, that's really, really important.
In the work that you do, right? And you talked about how healing has centered you and all the things. So as we think about social movements as they happen, where does healing fall into all of that?
So I don't know if anybody follows Adrienne Marie Brown. If you go to her Instagram, it's here. And it's grief belongs in social movements. Can we embrace it? Absolutely. You know, we've had a tough year coming out from social uprisings and this racial injustice. People are all over the place, and all of a sudden they want to hire us. All of a sudden they want our face on their newspapers. And so where does healing come in for that? I think it's the same thing I said to Nicole, and it's just limits, you know people's intentions based on the way that your body and your soul are reacting. And so I think that is a huge learning aspect for me in my social movements. I might stand for one side because ethically that's what I want to do, but I'll always advocate for better healing, love, and moral obligation for the other as well.
Walk us through, what you were thinking about when you created this, Brendan.
Yeah, so the first thing that came to mind was the child. We begin as children and we obviously grow up. The main thing I thought about was having that gray, dark background, signifying like the oppression and the darkness surrounding all the controversy and everything, putting the child down. Now, the cracks you see, I kind of thought of like mirror breaking or glass breaking. Signifying like if we shatter that reality, they might be able to reach. That's where I put the rainbow. I put the tanks, obviously, because of the world fighting all the wars and the controversy. These right here, I put like a red carpet to where children, obviously people of color, people in lower income communities, they automatically have that almost gateway to going into the prison or incarceration system. And lastly, I put the two people screaming in the middle, Republican, Democrat, the red and blue, pretty much breaking everything apart.
Crazy is what crazy ain't, stupid is what stupid can't, not many can relate to what I'm saying, cause y'all don't see the world as what I'm saving. word says word comes after praying. So how can you be happy while complaining? Drive me to the back of an aeroplane. I wanna look down and see the building pattern.